a meeting of the.
It wasn't recording. Good catch, Rita.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and open the meeting for the Shutesbury Select Board. Today is July 26th. Okay, thanks. So we just have it's a short meeting. We only have a couple of items on the agenda. The first is to review ARPA request for wetland delineation at lot 032, and then to confirm that I, Rita Farrell, am authorized to sign the contract from the MBLC for the new library. So Marianne, I know you've been gathering some information for the wetlands delineation.
Right. So we, in order to do the further site investigation around Bore 9, we have to have the wetlands delineated at lot 032. That's the Conservation Commission needs to be sure that that the work, if it's done in a wetlands or a wetlands buffer zone, that they have to permit it, and that can't be done unless the wetlands are delineated. So I solicited quotes for delineating a portion of lot 032 just around B9, and what the what Fuss and O'Neill said, and I sent you both quotes, just a smaller portion in the whole thing. They recommended delineating the whole parcel because you don't know how you're going to have to go in, if you're going to have to go in through wetlands to get to Bore 9.
You're going to need it eventually anyway.
Yes, right. And so, and it's only, and it's not that much more to delineate the whole thing. So delineating the whole thing is $6,500, and that quote is for delineation and mapping. And then they asked if we'd need reporting, which isn't in the quote that I sent you. And then, you know, we decided that we probably might need reporting or would need reporting. And so reporting is another $2,500. So a total of $9,000.
Why is the reporting so expensive? Is it written report?
I didn't ask.
Yes, it's a written report, and it usually takes reports average from about a minimum of 1,000, but usually 1,500 to 2,500 I found for other LSP.
Okay, so this is in addition to the other work that Fuss and O'Neill is going to do at the site.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And they've already started to schedule that other work, but they can't, but this work would need to be done first, the wetland delineation. And they could actually get a wetland scientist out here possibly as early as next week.
Okay, great. Okay, so do I hear a motion to approve $9,000 for the wetland delineation to be done by Fuss and O'Neill for lot 032?
So moved.
Out of ARPA funds?
Out of ARPA funds. Thank you, Becky. Out of ARPA funds?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
The only question I have is, Marianne, what did you say the reporting amount of money was? I was starting to write it down.
$2,500.
That's what I thought you said. Okay, great, thanks.
Okay, all those in favor of the approval of for the wetlands delineation from the ARPA funds signify by saying aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye.
Stalker, aye.
Carol, aye. I just have to talk to Maggie for a minute. So if you want to start the contract, Melissa, can you just take over for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Shall we move on to, okay, let Becky, go ahead.
I've got the contract downloaded so I can share screen. And
then while Becky is doing that, let me just explain. So the MBLC has never, you know, this is a pilot project, this whole thing. And from the very beginning, they said we'd be figuring this out together as we went along. And so they've never awarded an open-ended grant before. So the small library pilot project grant is for 75% of the actual eligible costs, not a fixed amount, up to $6 million. And since they've never awarded a grant quite like this before, all of the other grants have been fixed amounts. I probably said that already. They decided to just start with a $1 million contract. So that's why it says $1 million in the contract portion. And that'll get us through the design phase and probably the construction documents. And then they'll figure out what the next amount is to award. So that was a question that was probably going to come up.
So Mary Ann, in the agreement, do they confirm that they will pay 100%? Will pay 75%?
Well, that's the grant. So the grant that they awarded us says that they'll pay 75% of the actual eligible costs. So that letter that we got.
Yep,
with the
that
grant,
says 75%.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right.
So is there anything in this contract, Mary Ann, that you wanted to alert us to that was an issue?
No.
It's their standard.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the library has to remain certified. That's, you know, with any of their larger grants, they expect that you'll be operating a certified library. And then the library for 20 years, it can only be used we can't turn it into something else. You know, we can't decide we're going to turn it into a dance hall.
Good.
The Shutesbury Dance Hall. It has to be a library. Okay. Okay.
that makes sense.
Can't be the new AC.
No. Okay.
Right.
It also can't be turned into a senior center or a fire station. You know, it has to be a library, I think, for 20 years. And if something, you know, unimaginable happened and we turned it into a dance hall, we would have to pay them back the money. So
it says they want an assurance that the applicant has clear title to the project site for at least 99 years.
Or a lease of at least 99 years.
Or a lease, but
we own it. So
we own it. Yeah.
So
we've already sent them the
don't
deed.
Want us to sell it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Any questions? And this is just my signature, correct?
Yeah.
Yep, right here on screen. For the.
Which
all right,
you would
so do I hear
from that DocuSign thing in your own computer? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I will do it after I get off.
Okay.
Okay, and the other thing that has to be signed is the one that says $1 million is right here.
Oh yeah,
that's the regular state contract.
Yeah, standard form.
Yeah.
So there are two signatures then, I should make sure.
Yeah, and it's that other one. Well, this one, this has been signed by lots of people. But I think yours is the only one that really matters, Rita. But they wanted all these other people to sign.
Okay, so I'm going to try to move along. Do I hear a motion to execute the standard contract and the grant? It's a grant agreement. Is that the second document?
Shoot, good question. Let's get specific. It's the top of the page, Massachusetts Public Library Construction Program Agreement.
Okay. Massachusetts Public library construction agreement.
Yes.
Construction program agreement.
Construction program agreements. Okay, so do I hear a motion to execute that agreement?
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye.
Stalker, aye.
Farrell, aye. And do we need another vote for the other document, or is that it?
I think you'd put both of them in there, Rita.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yep.
Is that right, Linda?
Yes. Yes, she did.
Great.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Those were the agenda items for tonight, Rita.
Okay. So do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye.
Stalker, aye.
Farrell, aye. Sorry to sign off quickly. Bye,
Good
guys.
luck.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay,
Kara,
bye.
hope you feel
All right. I
better.
hope Erin feels better.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
I'm going to be the new beard guy, you know, the